If you do not let me out of this Pokeball right now, I will tear you apart within by...
No!
1 week later.
For thousands of years I lived. Who dares disturb? Oh, it's you. Wait.
You did all of that editing just to make a dad joke?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, just for that, I'm handing in my resignation.
Hand in your resignation? I don't pay you. I didn't even hire you. You just stormed in my apartment one day telling me to start over, and you're still here. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake, the channel is called Jake of All Trades, and today I am finally getting around to Giovanni by Band-Maid. And I'm going to be doing the original track as well as the instrumental version. And you guys have been hyping this one up a lot. There are a total of 165 votes on that, and possibly counting because there have been votes trickling in throughout the past several days since I posted the Sayonaki Dori reaction. And the MVP is certainly Snowdog, leaving 106 comments on for that one. I do want to give a shout out to everyone who voted for Giovanni. And so let's get to it. We have, and I apologize if I mess up any names, we have 2A Bug, Alan Stamper, Bonnie Blue with 4 votes, Ryan DeVito, Curtis R. Robles, Dan Joseph, Gary Holloway with 4 votes, Greg and Kelly's Mad World with 7 votes, Greylock 100 with 9 votes, JK Kansas Band with 4 votes, Keith Meyer, Matt Miko Metal with 2 votes, Mikoto with 2 votes, Nogard Dragonkin, Parker with 6 votes, Farron with 2 votes, Sandcrab, Snowdog with 106 votes, MVP. Gosh, your dedication to this is just amazing. Surfing a Song Wave with 2 votes, Tef Physics with 2 votes, Vegeta Rabbit with 4 votes, and Wayne Benedict with 2 votes. So, thank you guys for continuing to suggest this. You guys continue to amaze me with how much you vote for these songs and how much and the creativity and the comments that you guys give as well. I really appreciate that, and I love reading them. So, without any further ado, let's get into Giovanni. Okay. Alright, Giovanni, here we go. Ready to have my mind melted. Oh, that sounded really well. That took a turn. Vocals, man. Whoa. The drumming.
So what is right? 吐き出すほどのフェイクスマイルどうしたらいいかグリグリ Do it
There's so many change-ups, I don't know what to do with it. Ooh, major second harmony there. Some lows there. Feels like a gallows. Just those pauses between sections.
Surely it must be so. I go hungry, also it's too overkind to show mine. There's nothing I can do to help you.
Got attitude. Time to hear Konami's guitar more clearly. Nice O's. That was really abrupt. End of the page and then book slam shut. Just like that. Alright, so time to get into the instrumental version. I could hear some bits of Konami's guitar in the last one, and I'm sure those are going to be even more prominently displayed in this, so I'm really curious because it sounded like there was a lot happening there. So without any further ado, let's go. Okay. They're in the void. I like that down now. Crazy! Everyone's got something crazy going on there. Really like Mason's space tone here. Well, that took an interesting turn. Nice bass and drum section. So much going on, I can't compute. That just got dialed up to 11. Like, all these sections could be a song in and of themselves. That was bluesy. The main riff is amazing. That's probably one of the... That's such an abrupt ending. That is such an abrupt ending. Okay, so going into the post-reaction analysis here and the comparisons and contrasts, I am going to be taking this in sections because there is so much to digest there that I don't feel like I can do it justice by trying to do it all in one take. So I'm going to be doing this in little bite-sized pieces because, as you guys said, this is mind-melting. And I feel myself melting, and it's not just from the heat.
I'm melting! Melting!
It is also from how crazy that song is. Holy cow. So, let's see. Where to start? Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I'm just doing the first section to like that first pause. When I was first going through the album version of the song with Psyche singing, I could hear Konami's guitar in the background, but it was like kind of in the background, and it was hard to hear, but I knew there was something crazy going on, and I just couldn't quite pull it out. And one of the reasons I'm grateful for having the instrumental version is being able to hear Konami's guitar on display and actually having a video for it too. Being able to see her just go absolutely nuts up and down the fretboard is just... I'm almost bummed that it wasn't just focused... Like, you didn't have an instrumental version where you had, the whole mix. It would have been awesome to have like a video where you just saw Konami's guitar the whole time. And then a video where you saw Miku's guitar the whole time. And a video where you had Akane's drumming the whole time. And then one where you have Misa's bass the whole time. Because everyone is putting out like their own intricacies to the song that just makes it that much... it's so complex. It's so complex. And everyone's got something that's making their parts stand out and really make them feel like they're an integral part of the song. Because there's a lot of songs that are just like vocal focus song, or maybe vocals or maybe a lead guitar driven song with like some crazy solos, or very rarely do you get something that's like a bass driven song or a drum driven song. I mean, you get some drum driven songs for sure. And then also there's some that are like rhythm guitar focused, because like maybe there's just one guitarist and they're doing kind of like some low riffs or something, or you got some heavy breakdowns. But this one's got like everyone is like super crucial to creating the song as it is, and without any single one of them, like it's just not. It's not what it is. I mean, that sounds stupid. That sounds very stupid to say in a way, because like, well, of course you take out one instrument, it's like, what is the song? It's everyone feeds together. But this one does it so differently, because you'll have your prominent roles and then you'll have your backseat roles. You know, some instruments providing more foundational, just kind of keeping the beat going, kind of, you know. I watched some Nick Nocturnal, and he always makes jokes about how bass is like optional. He's just like, yeah, you know, computers have taken over bass. There's no computer taking over Misa's bass work here. Like, she is absolutely 100% crucial to this song, and the runs that she goes on, keeping the I watched one of Ryan's reactions on one of the songs that I've reacted to before. I can't remember which one it is right now, but he made a comment of like how Misa's able to keep the low end going, but still go on a run, and like you don't lose the low end, and that's hugely prominent here. Same thing with Akane's drumming. Like, she just dials it up to 11 with that second part of the. I don't even know if we should call that a chorus. I don't know. The structure is like, you've got some familiar parts of the structure too, and I'm just kind of going way off the rails here. So I said I was gonna just do like one part, but I guess I'm talking about the track as a whole. I'll dive into some of the individual aspects in future takes. So, but just kind of finishing the overall idea, Akane's drumming is so amazing in that, like, she goes from like this. I guess I'll break that down when I get to that section, but like, she really dials it up to 11 in that second part of the chorus, I think. That structure is really strange, but I mean, you definitely got a chorus, but I don't even know like what you would consider a verse or a bridge, or any of that, or like intro. It's so hard to like piece it together because it doesn't follow like a simple structure, though it does have some very distinct parts. The chorus is very distinct, and you come back to it several times throughout the course of the song. And it's very recognizable whether you've got Psyche singing vocals or just Kanami doing the crazy leads. But like Akane just dialing that up to 11 in the second part there, just like feels like you're on a roller coaster. You're like, you think this is already going nice and fast, and then she's like, you're like all over the place. It's like, holy cow. It's impressive. It is so impressive. Oh man. Okay, so I think that is the overview of the song as a whole and just how everything fits together, and then generally the intro. Okay, so for the next section, kind of going into the what I'm gonna call a verse, where you kind of got this dun 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 from Kanami's guitar, and then a very dominated a section dominated by Akane's drumming and Misa's bass. That little flavoring that Kanami puts in on the over the bass and the drums there is really neat, and like, for a second it just seems like it's calmed down a little bit, and it gives the song a moment to breathe, and then it gets to this really interesting part where, like, I thought at first when like you get Psyche and Miku singing the live thing. They were doing this. I could hear it. They were doing a major second harmony, which is I've done that in choir before, and it is so hard to dial that in because it's dissonant. You know, you want to usually have like your major thirds, minor thirds, or the corresponding major minor sixths, or a perfect fourth, perfect fifth, are usually like your intervals that you want to work with when you're doing a harmony. But they're pulling off a major second, and that is hard when you're trying to harmonize that, because you so want to just blend in with the other singer. And then if either of you gives into that temptation, it turns into a mess. And so hearing Miku and Psyche do that is just like, man, you dialed that in perfectly. That was so good. And then, but in the background there, you have the bass and the drums doing something. But you don't really notice. I didn't really pick up on that so much when I was listening to the studio version with Miku and Psyche singing that section and their major second stuff, because that was the thing that drew my attention. And then when I listened to the instrumental version and got to that same section, it's just the bass and the drums there, and it just seemed like Akane just went off into like, doing something entirely different, like just to be different. And I'm like, well, that's weird. That was really weird, and it took about my fourth listen through to realize that she was doing the same thing. It's just I didn't pick up on it in the original album version because my attention was so drawn away by that, by Psyche and Miku.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so I just took my phone out of the refrigerator because apparently by recording this, it started to overheat. Apparently it can't handle Giovanni either. Not only is my mind melting, but so is the processor in my phone. Yay. Sorry, but my brain is going to like the idea of Fraser from a few weeks ago. Like, I will sleep by a freezer, put my phone inside. I don't know. Just whatever. Cringe, everybody cringe. Anyway, my attention was so drawn away by Miku and Psyche and their vocals that I didn't realize what Akane was doing on the drums. So when I listened to just the bass and drums during that part in the instrumental version, I was like, did they just do a different thing here? Like, that's really weird. And then they have kind of like this more slow conventional section, which was really good. I enjoyed it a ton. And then they go back to that chorus that I broke down a little bit earlier, and it was just, oh man, I cannot get enough of that chorus. It's just so good, and Konami's guitar skills there are on full display, and it's awesome, just awesome. Okay, so for the final section to break down, from kind of like the bridge to the end of the song, like, you get this kind of groovy, bluesy sort of, feel, because you got both guitar and bass kind of going the down, 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 down. Like, you get this very bluesy type riff, and it's got some attitude to it. It's like the attitude of the song changes from like this kind of crazy overall like mesh of high speed and high energy to like this, like, don't mess with me, I'm gonna punch you in the face sort of feel. So I thought that was such an interesting change up for that section. Then you have Konami doing like an awesome solo, but then like there is that section where Misa's going on like several different runs as well, and it's almost like she, like, instead of like a guitar solo, you've got like a bass solo going on. And that was really, really neat as well. And then you get into the final chorus, and the one little thing I noticed was that Psyche sings in the studio version, "I was finally come back." I'm like, might have needed a little bit. Maybe I heard her wrong or something, but at least that's how it was transcribed. And it's like, might have needed a little bit of tweaking on the grammar there, but I feel like that's such a minor gripe considering just how mind-bending this song is. And kind of going into the final part too, you also have Misa going on several runs and keeping the low end going. That was something I missed in the last section too. I noticed she actually hit that fifth string at some points, where it's just kind of, it felt really like full and oomph. Like you just got that fullness and depth when she goes down to that fifth string. And I want to say that she's hitting a B there. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, the last thing that really kind of struck me was just how abruptly the song ends. Like you kind of have like this not slow down, but like kind of like a more dramatic halftime thing going, and then it just like, that's it. It like hits like a final note, and that's it. And we're like, it can't be over. I need more. So then you listen to it again, and you listen to it again, and you listen to it again, and before you know it, you've listened to it 6 times already. So what a treat to be able to go through this and try to break it down as best I could, even having to take some extra time to like put my phone in the refrigerator just to cool it off because it's so freaking hot. The song is hot, the weather's hot, the office is hot. Anyway, so that is all I can think of for now. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. Leave a vote in the comments letting me know what you'd like to hear from me next. What Band-Maid song you'd like to see me do. If there's another band you'd like to see me check out, leave a vote for them. If you have any guitar or vocal covers you'd like to see me do, leave those in the comments and I'll give you a shout out for any of the videos I end up doing. Thank you to BM for Life for supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. That's it. God bless you. Enjoy your day and rock on.